My second presentation, and the one I'm most excited to present to the class, is actually on an artist, not just one work. He does work in what's known as customs in the hip-hop world. They're also called customized shoes, customized kicks. What it is, I actually have one here that I've done. This is a very simple one. This is actually the type of work that Emmanuelabor, who I'm presenting on, is against. You paint shoes either in a colorway or with the graphic on them, and give them to your clients. What sets Emmanuelabor, why I chose him above other artists who do graffiti and who do graphics on t-shirts and airbrushing hoodies and everything else, is that Emmanuelabor, he has a reason, a philosophy, and he questions what makes art in his work. I talked to him about his most famous pair through an email interview. What he had to say about it was that he did a pair called the Magneto Air Force Ones. What he had to say about it was that any artist would have taken the shoes and gave them a specific colorway, which is the color scheme on the shoes. The different panels are painted different colors and it's called a colorway. So you can have a red or a yellow, red and yellow, or a blue and green colorway, and one panel would be painted green, the panel underneath that would be painted blue, and then the panel on the other side of that would be painted green, and you'd have a green and blue colorway. He said he wanted to step outside just a red and yellow colorway. He decided to paint the figure on the shoes. Lots of customizers do that as well. But Emmanuelabor is above all of these other customizers. What he does in that work is he used metallic paints, and he actually, inside the swoosh, he took the shoe apart, which lots of customizers do, but not to this effect. Took the shoe apart and put magnets inside of the swoosh, so it actually is magnetic like the character in the movie. He created it for the debut, I think it was, of X-Men 2. He didn't actually do this for a client, which is the usual pattern. A client will say, I want this done, and then you do it for them. You work with them to come up with the idea for the actual shoe. He created this for himself and then sold it afterwards. The gallery that was displaying his art in Portland, Oregon, was displaying 3 artists at the time. He was the only customizer that was on display there. The other 2, I think one did graffiti and one did acrylics on wooden canvas. The gallery was in Portland, Oregon. It was called The Compound. You can search it on Google. I did. It's just search Compound, Portland, Oregon, and you should be able to find it. They have other arts on display. You can also go to his website at Emmanuelabor.com. We'll put it up on the video. What his purpose for being there was that he believes artists who are working in the art world of hip-hop, not the music, the culture of hip-hop, are not stepping up enough. They're doing what people want to see so that they can make a sale, or so that they can get some recognition. What he's saying, art has always pushed its limits. It's always made questions as to what is art. He wants to do that in every aspect of art, and customized shoes are one of the ways he can do that. He says that one thing he likes to do with his work, he said this in the interview I had with him over the email, he said one thing he likes to do with his work is he'll create a theme for his pieces and then incorporate different aspects into that theme. He gave examples of things he's used in his work, such as duck cloth, feathers, glues, vinyls, reflective surfaces. He'll cut other artists' work, such as silk screens and airbrushes on t-shirts and things like that, and he'll actually sew it into the shoe and appropriate that into his own work, because he believes that art is ever evolving, and in order to evolve you need to work off of other people's work. He creates works for famous rappers such as Papoose and Pitbull. He created one for Pitbull. He's done lots of other works. He's one of the most famous customizers out there, and you should find if you want to look him up.